Let's learn how to make a zero waste hand woven coaster with old t-shirts. Don't throw away that old t-shirt of yours. I'm going to show you how to turn your old t-shirt into a beautiful hand woven coaster using nothing but scissors and a piece of cardboard. For preparing the t-shirt, take your old t-shirt and lay it flat on the table. Now turn it inside out. This helps you cut clearly along the seams. Now using a pair of scissors, carefully cut along both side seams of the t-shirt, starting from the bottom and moving towards the underarm area. Then cut across and remove the bottom hem. Now it is time to remove both sleeves around the armhole seams. Finally, trim away the neckline section by cutting around the collar area. Now we have two large rectangular fabric pieces. For making fabric strings, we are going to convert this fabric piece into long strips. Take the flat fabric and fold it into half so it is easier to cut evenly. Using scissors, start cutting long straight strips from one side to the other. Try to keep the width consistent because these strips will form your weaving threads. Since this t-shirt has a print, I am not cutting this part. I'll use this piece of fabric in my other upcycling projects. Now repeat the same steps to make fabric strings from the other rectangular fabric piece as well. Once you have cut the strips, gently pull each strip with both of your hands. You will notice the strips naturally curls inwards and become soft, tube-like strings. Now these strings are perfect for our weaving. Now take a piece of cardboard. This will act as your weaving loom. I reused an old cardboard piece and cut it into a square template. The notches are evenly spaced on two opposite sides of the cardboard. These notches will hold your fabric threads in place while weaving. Make sure the spacing is equal so your coaster looks neat at the end. In order to weave, take your fabric strings and start placing them vertically on the cardboard frame. Insert each string into the top notch and bring it to the other end and fix it into the bottom notch. While inserting the fabric strings, gently push the cardboard tooth inwards so the string can easily fit into the notch. These vertical threads are called the base threads. They form the structure of our coaster. Make sure all threads are straight and evenly spaced. This will help your weaving come out uniform. Continue inserting all the strings on the cardboard template. One important note is that the number of strings must always be even, otherwise you will not be able to tie the knots properly at the end. Now take another fabric strip and set it aside as your weaving thread. These strings will be used to pass across the vertical base threads and slowly build the body of the coaster. Start from one side of the cardboard frame, whichever feels more comfortable for you. Hold the end of the strip firmly so it stays in place as you begin weaving across the row. Begin weaving by passing the string under the first vertical thread, then over the second, under the third, and over the fourth string, alternating in this same over-under pattern all the way across. If you find the strings are turned over, try to set it as per your liking and push the string gently to one side. This helps make the weaving tight, compact and strong without leaving large gaps between the rows. For the next row, we should reverse the pattern. If your first row began by going under the first thread, then the second row should begin by going over the first thread. This alternating start is what creates a checker-like structure and holds the coaster together properly. Keep repeating this over-under zigzag pattern row by row. As you continue, the woven fabric will gradually grow and take shape, forming a neat and sturdy coaster surface. Slowly you will see the coaster structure forming. Make sure each row is pressed closely so there are no gaps. As shown in the video, I finished weaving it by following the over-under zigzag pattern. Once you have reached the desired size of the coaster, stop weaving. Make sure the strings are even in number. Now we need to secure the threads so nothing comes loose. Take two nearby threads, one from the front and one from the back, and tie a simple double knot. Do not pull the strings too tightly and disturb the woven pattern. Repeat this simple process across both the edges of the weaving. This step is important because it locks the weaving in place before removing it from the frame. Now we can gently remove the coaster from the template. After all the knots are secured on either side, carefully remove the coaster from the template. Now it is time to remove each thread from the cardboard notches. Take your time here so nothing gets pulled or distorted. Always place the cardboard on the table and press the finger on the woven strings and gently pull the loose ends. Now it is time to carefully remove the coaster from the cardboard template and secure the loose threads at both ends. Tie the threads into double knots in the same way we did earlier, working gently so the shape of the coaster stays neat and the weaving does not get disturbed. Now check all four sides of the coaster. If any threads are uneven or too long, trim them neatly with scissors so the edges look clean. At this point, your hand-woven coaster is complete. We have now created a zero-waste hand-woven coaster entirely from an old t-shirt. Using this same technique, we can make bigger cardboard frames to create placemats or table runners. If you would like to follow my journey and support my work, please don't forget to like this video and share it with your friends. Also, please subscribe to my channel. I will see you all in my next video. Until then, stay curious and keep learning.